Previously, time stopped. The Cabal had zany antics inside Parallaxes' time bubble, but now, as it comes to an end, there's an elite squadron of adamantine arrow assassins waiting to take him to judgment. What price will the Cabal pay to escape this time? As the time bubble wanes, the Cabal is met with an unexpected visitor. Opening the back door to the schoolhouse, they see that there is Ermengarde, Ethyl Stubbs. But Ethyl Stubbs is already in the building with you. What do?
I want to, well, first I want to see if they're alive, just a general life sight.
Alive. Exactly the same as the Ethyl Stubbs in the building with you. Their patterns are identical, to life magic at least.
Cool. Then my immediate reaction, because of all the parallaxes, is to put a life shield on myself. I don't trust copies.
Do we look exactly the same? Like dressed exactly the same, hair and everything like exactly the same?
One of you has a full shovel. That's the one who just showed up at the door.
Ethyl?
Yeah, Mona? Both Ethyls will say, yes, Mona.
Oh God. I'm gonna look at the one I know and like point my eyes in their direction, like.
Yeah, that one for the moment will shut the door in other Ethyl's face. Other Ethyl will start pounding on the door. But in the meantime, your Ethyl is going to look at you and say, I have no idea.
We don't have good luck with copies of people.
I turned to Parallax.
Did you copy me?
Parallax, what have you done?
Open the door.
The other door?
Just the door where Ethyl would just shut the door on other Ethyl.
Oh. Outside that door is not the backyard. Outside that door is a dark forest that comes too close. The trees there are strange and twisted. You've never seen anything quite like it, but it calls to you, Parallax. Something about it feels right, like you should go into the woods.
Do I recognize it? So do I have a feeling of what it could be? I got other Ethyl right there, and another Ethyl behind me. And
what kind of mage sights are you using?
I think we're going to throw time set up, actually, because I got other Ethyl there. I'm definitely thinking she's a product of maybe one of my mishaps. Time-related, though.
When you look at other Ethyl, you see that she is about 10 hours older than your Ethyl, and you see that her eyes are just glowing with time magic.
I'm going to ask other Ethyl. So say, when was the last time you and I chatted?
Like, just us?
No, just in general. When was the last time you saw me?
I mean, we just played poker and spent 5 days in this house, not leaving and staring at each other.
I mean,
not
like
including those?
Other Ethyl. Not the Ethyl that just walked in the door, though. So she just said that, or?
Oh wait, that's your Ethyl. Do you want outside Ethyl?
I want outside Ethyl. I'm talking to her. I'm very
Gosh.
curious about when last time she
How
and
do
I
we-
talked. If she talked to me.
That Ethyl looks way less pleased with you. Looks way less pleased with you. And says, you have no idea. I've talked to many versions of you many times. You've killed me many times. I got to meet
Oh.
versions of myself. How do you not know?
Well, you see, as you have multiple versions of yourself and you've met other versions of myself, I have, let's say, I have not associated myself with that other group of myselves yet.
Through the open door, there is a haunting violin music that comes through those darkened trees. At the front door, the sound of the tattooed man's fist on the door starts in slow motion. And you can see that door start to break in, being shattered in half by some sort of magic. The time bubble is about to end.
Oh, hey, you want to go out this door?
Yeah, so other Ethyl, what's I point to behind her towards the trees. So where'd you come from?
That's not important because we can't go back there. But if I got out here, we can maybe get out somewhere else. And I kind of, can we not go your way?
So what's that way? I point behind her. So
The
it's-
Fae. The
So the
Fae.
Fae, yes, but why don't you want us to go that way?
Well, there was this party. I've never been good at parties. Grandmother always said it was an embarrassment the whole time, and apparently it's no different anywhere you go. So we can't re-attend there. Plus, it'd be gauche to show up now. So we can go through, but I started at, well, your place.
So we have probable death by killers versus.
A party as well. Oh, that's all I heard. Party this way, guys. We can go this way. Other way sounds really bad.
I don't know,
Right.
you guys. I've heard rumors of the Fae. Like, I didn't know.
From the gauntlet.
The door explodes into pieces as the time bubble collapses. Standing there, you see the tattooed man. He's now in resumed time. Everyone roll for initiative. Roll 1d10 and add your dexterity plus composure.
Oh, do you re-roll 10s with initiative?
You do not.
No? So
14.
16.
8. Do you want me to roll for other Ethyl?
I think fatedly, they both go at the same time.
Okay, cheers.
6.
Okay. So you said 14?
Hmm.
In Parallax, you got a 16? So what do you do first?
Okay. Oof. I'm going to, I'm going to cast a time spell. Do I have line of sight towards the tattoo guy
You do.
or no?
Yeah, he's right
Oh,
there.
yeah. I am going to cast a time spell on him. I forget what it's called. I think it's like Wither or something like that. Make him older. I'm going to age him.
You're going to age the tattooed man.
Rend lifespan. Yeah.
Can I?
That's definitely going to be a wisdom
Oh,
check as well. You should know. And yeah, Hannah, what are you going to do? Because you're about to have your turn as well.
If that starts to take effect such that Hannah can see what the effect of that spell is, they would use the life equivalent, which is accelerate growth, which also accelerates the growth of a human being, and the subject's growth rate doubles for each level of potency. So they would mature quickly. So it's like the same thing, but off like their physical being.
Okay, so you both roll your respective die pools, and you also both roll 3 dice for your wisdom degeneration.
So I got 3 successes with that time roll.
Okay, so yeah.
I got 2 successes on mine.
I got 1 success with a wisdom roll.
Okay. 8's their success rate.
Yep.
I got
So, as he steps inside, he immediately grows this massive black beard. His body bulks up and then starts to lean down as he goes through over a decade of aging in just a round. How many successes on that wisdom roll?
Oh, that was 1.
So, good news. Neither of you lose any points of wisdom, and you both gain a beat. You also understand that if you keep doing this, you will continue to risk your wisdom.
YOLO.
So I would do that spell and then be backing up towards the door, like, we can't stay here.
Towards the Fae
definitely.
door.
Going towards the Fae.
Going towards the Fae.
Yeah,
Do you,
party
either of you,
phase.
I vote for the party.
the boundary?
I'd say that again.
Do you cross the boundary?
I would be on the edge of the boundary until I see any sort of like, yes, we're all gonna go with you, because the last
I'm
time
just going for it.
did not go well, so I'm gonna wait for everyone else to go. I don't want to be separated.
Parallax, as you step over the door, the world shifts. It's kind of like you were standing on the ground, and now you're standing on the ceiling, and it gives you this weird, disconcerting feeling. With your time magic on, you can see that time just stops working properly. Wherever you are now, time does not hear. The sound of that violin becomes echoey, and you can see a figure that you didn't see before walking down the road towards you. They're playing a violin in a long coat with tails, and as they are moving towards you, you see that their skin is pale, their hair is grayed, but they look fairly young. It's a youngish man with grayed hair playing a violin, and you roll Resolve Composure -2.
1 success.
With 1 success, you feel a little dizzy hearing that music, and you start to walk towards it. And suddenly the only thing that you can tell is if you're walking towards the music or away. The door behind you seems to not exist. Then, that guy who you just aged for a bunch of damage is going to activate a prime shield because you guys are trying to kill him with magic as he runs towards you. So he's bursting into this room, not even noticing or not even like stopping to care about Mona and Ethyl's. Actually, no, I take it back. He's definitely going to do a double take on the Ethyls. And of course, both the Ethyls recognize this person as the man who carried their body. There is a sound that ripples through this room. And Hah-nah, You recognize it. It's a howl from beyond, and the room itself begins to fall apart. There's a spirit mage outside somewhere, and they are transforming the space inside here into some sort of not great spirit thing is what you're going to have to go with. And you all are going to take some damage. So this spell is actually affecting the entire room. Parallax does not count as being in the room. So all of you who are in that room are going to take 2 points of bashing damage, but because of your life armor there, Hah-nah, you don't take any bashing damage. You are resistant to that bashing.
I feel like I put some protections on me before this thing, the bubble ended.
So it is a spell. You do have armor against this spell. Roll your prime plus gnosis.
Do I reroll? Oh, it's just, do I still reroll 9s if Parallax is in a different universe?
Technically, no.
Okay.
What happens to our oath that Parallax is in a different universe?
Because of how the Fae works, you have some time to follow Parallax. You don't know how long.
Yeah. So if when Parallax disappeared, I guess after that attack, I would be diving into the Fae.
Okay.
I rolled a 3.
You rolled a 3. You block that spell as it comes in. You can sense the magical energy bombarding your soul, and you kind of like shift it using the gears so that it doesn't affect you. And it's your turn, Mona.
Would I be able to, like, this guy's losing a lot of his life energy. Can I turn that energy into mana?
Not without a dot in life or death.
Got it. What a waste. And I see Hah-nah diving through the door, and I just I think grab a hold of Ethyl's hand and say, "Let's go. We're going," and walk through the door as well.
So everyone dives through the doorway into the Fae, is what I'm hearing.
So your Ethel's going to resist because she wants to run upstairs and grab Byron and her urn before you all dive into the Fae world. So she's going to take off that way.
Oh no, I'll come with you. I won't leave you behind.
Okay, and Fae Ethel is going to cast a death ward on, how many people can I cast it on?
You can cast it on everyone who's here, so.
Okay, on everyone then, I suppose.
Technically not on the 2 who have gone into the Fae. They aren't here.
Okay, well, on double Ethels and Mona then. Do I have to roll for that?
Yeah, roll Death Gnosis. Okay, it's up. The death shield washes over you, and it's kind of like a spectral pentagram, which is Ethel's nimbus, right? That's what your spells look like? Or is it different for this Ethel? What does her nimbus look like?
I'm gonna say it's still like a spectral like sigil, but it's a far more complicated, more interesting one than the one other Ethel imagined. Something more lesser Key of Solomon and less high school binder.
So there's like hundreds of little sigils around a massive sigil, something that Mona doesn't even recognize. And it washes over you, and you can feel it's like a subtle weight pressing onto you. And are you going to go through the kitchen staircase or the main staircase to get upstairs to get the skull?
Kitchen staircase.
Okay. As the three of you?
Yeah, we'll bring other Ethyl.
All right. Mona and the Ethyls dart upstairs.
Our new band.
Yeah.
You run through a doorway and start running up a staircase. More people are coming into the house through the parlor, but you can't quite see what's happening there. You rush along the hallway and to the door where you, the Ethyls, can see. It's Byron. He's ghosting there, waiting for you.
Young Ethyl is going to grab the urn and Byron's skull and go, "Come on, Byron, we gotta go." And then start running back down the same kitchen stairs.
Okay. As you go down those kitchen stairs.
Wait, before we
waiting-
do, can I look out the window? Looking out the window, is it those weird woods?
No. It's the normal
Okay.
backyard.
Oh, also in my room, I'm going to grab the bag that Mona made for me to carry Byron's skull in bag on. Urn, shovel handles, double shovels, go.
Okay. Hold on, I'm gonna make us invisible before we go back down.
All right. So roll that forces plus gnosis. As you think about it, you're running down the stairs and suddenly you're like, oh no, there's going to be a bunch of angry wizards down at the bottom of this staircase waiting to intercept us. A bunch of angry wizards is not the worst thing that could happen though.
I rolled a 2.
All right. So actually, before you roll that check, you're
Okay.
casting it over all three of you?
I was gonna do one at a time.
You can exactly maintain 3 spells, but you'll have to roll 3 times. It'll take 3 rounds.
Did they see us run up the stairs?
Yes.
Okay. No, there's no time for that. I'm gonna try doing it on all 3 of us then.
As you know, this is going to be overreach, and you're also going to take a -2 penalty.
Oh man. Do I use the roll I just rolled?
No, because you have to take a -2 penalty. Well, are you using your wrench to reduce paradox, or are you using high speech?
I am going to use my wrench.
Okay. So with your wrench, you're going to have to roll again. All right. So for this roll, you're going to be rolling at a total penalty of -1, and you're casting it on 3 people.
Yes.
Okay.
So because the wrench does -2 paradox.
That's true. So the paradox on this roll is actually only a chance die.
Yeah.
Paradox does not occur.
Yes. Okay. Forces, gnosis, -1. If only Parallax was still here, I got 1 success.
With 1 success, the 3 of you flicker from reality, but you're having a hard time maintaining it. It's not a very potent invisibility spell, and if you move quickly, the outline of you is visible.
Okay. I think, okay, wait. Before we leave, I'm pretty sure the door is right underneath your room, if I'm thinking of the floor plans correctly. All we need to do is go through your room straight down, then we can bypass the stairs and then just go out the door.
Like ghost through the door? Like through the floor, I mean?
Yeah, like ghost through the floor and then just walk out the door before they can stop us.
Okay, so younger Ethyl is gonna go ghost through the floor, and then 10-minute older Ethyl is gonna like put her hand on that Ethyl's shoulder and be like, "It's okay." And can I cast Ghost Gate, and can we run through that way?
You could either cast Ghost Gate on all of you, or you could just make the floor ephemeral and drop through it.
Oh, do that one.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'd
roll
much
Death
rather
Gnosis.
not be a ghost.
Ethyl's just like, obviously you just become a ghost and that's no big.
No, thanks. And we're like slightly invisible, so this should work fine. I like point out exactly where it might be.
With 6 successes, the floor phases out of reality. The bed frame falls through into the schoolroom, as do the 3 of you, crashing down. The other group was following you to the kitchen and did not expect this. They do quickly react using their combat senses. However, you've gotten the drop on them, and you can see the yawning portal to the Fae. If you'd like to run through it, you do.
The drop on them. Sorry. Yeah, to the Fae.
Yeah, I bounce off the bed out.
Well, there's no mattress on the bed.
Oh, that's right. Never mind.
So the people who are just entering the Fae, so that's everyone who's not Parallax, give me a Resolve Composure -2 check. Yeah. And Hannah, this happens a couple rounds before the others, so.
Do I reroll 9s now?
Yeah. Okay. Everyone besides for the older Ethyl is so discombobulated as you pass into the Fae. Things seem weird. This is strange. The moon is brighter. The stars aligned in strange constellations that you don't recognize. The trees are moving, bending hither and twain, and there's a violin being played by a gray-haired young man walking down a path towards you. And Hannah and Parallax, you are transfixed with 1 success by this music. The sound is enchanting. Do you walk towards it or away?
I think because of Hannah's extensive experience with spirit mischief, they're still hesitant, but they're definitely like watching it with interest.
Definitely intrigued. I'm totally entranced. I can't do like a knowledge roll to see if my folklore knows anything about this creature.
You could do a folklore check. Give me
I
actually think it's wits occult check.
What's occult? Yeah, I can still do that. Yeah. Oh yeah, okay. I got 2 successes.
With 2 successes on that, you're not sure if this is an actual person, which it could be, or if this is like a spirit here in the Fae. But you think back, the only story that you can recall with this transfixing violin is the Pied Piper, who would summon animals and eventually children from their homes to follow him.
What does the world look like with my spirit sight on?
With your spirit sight on, everything here is indeed a spirit, but the spirits are shaped strangely, as if they are more literal embodiments. The tree spirits are these trees. There is no gauntlet here. The path spirit is this path. The music spirit coming from that violin is a powerful spirit of some kind, which is in some ways seductive and enthralling. You get a sense that the music should be comforting. That by listening to the music, you're able to relax. That's when Mona and the Ethyls show up, and the younger Ethyl and Mona are entranced as well by this music, but the older Ethyl knows that that's the music that was playing in the ballroom.
The ballroom in the Feywild, or the ballroom with the ghosts?
Ballroom in the Feywild.
Okay.
So many ballrooms.
So many ballrooms, so little
little
time. So older Ethel is going to steer the group in whatever direction is not that. Even if that means breaking out into the trees.
Yeah. Do you want to... So this place is a realm of fate, and you could use a fate site to examine it for a way out with a fate gnosis check.
I was actually just going to ask that. Is there a way that I could like take a good cold way to go? So. Can I use something? Can I draw a quick sigil to do the spell for a bonus?
Yeah, absolutely. So with high speech, a sigil writing your intention out of find a safe path will add +2 to this roll.
Thank goodness. Now those two were wonderful. This is 0.
Well, 0s re-roll and you could get even more, in fact.
Well, that's what I meant. I got a end up.
Nice. Well, with 4 successes, you look around and you can tell a few things immediately. One of those things is that these woods here are dangerous. Running into the woods will in some way damage your soul. It's a bad place to be. If you are to turn and break away from the music, then you can run down this path. And from there, you get this strange shifting sense that fate is what you make it. And you could write the ending to this story with a fate spell.
Okay. I'm going to ask my new companion very quickly, where do you want to go? Where would be safe?
They're all dumbstruck, just staring straight ahead at this music. None of you are walking forward, are you?
Okay, I'm going to then pick one of the parks on the North Shore that Crane Beach or something like that Ethel liked when she was younger. It was a very comforting place, and they went with the real Ethel. And I'm gonna pop the group out there.
All right. Well, while you can envision that place,
Try that.
It doesn't exist in the Fae.
Ooh, okay. Can I try to run to the Fae to a door to there?
You can try to bring yourself in that direction. You can try to write that destiny in the cards. And I'm going to use that 4 successes that you rolled before, and you can kind of like see or hear the waves of the beach nearby. Who are you grabbing to bring with you?
I'm going to grab... Mona seems less enchanted, Mona and Ethel, than Hah-nah and Parallax.
They're all pretty 1 success enchanted by this music.
Guys. Okay. I'm going to start pushing, I guess, them all one at a... I can't just push them. They're totally...
Yeah, as you push on Mona rolls another resolve plus composure check.
Is it still -2?
It's still -2.
0.
Mona can't even move. And that figure is drawing closer with a smile. kind of a kind smile on his face.
Smack us in the face.
Okay. I'm going to smash that guy's violin with my shovel.
Okay, you can do it with death or run up to it with your shovel, yeah.
I'm just gonna run up and hit it.
Okay. As you run towards him, though, he moves and his body moves inwards on itself. There's this strange thing that happens where his feet seem to stay put, but the inside part of his body pulls backwards, and you can see that there's like this vast darkness inside of him. And from that darkness, there is several shadows that ripple out. How are you defending yourself?
What is this?
It's the Fae.
Welcome to the Fae.
Yeah. Oh God. Can I? Are there any death spells I could do that would like now sort of destroy the shadows, or is it too late because there's shadows?
Yeah, you could try to destroy those shadows as they come at you one by one. Roll Death Gnosis at a yantra if you would like.
Sure. I will draw a sigil of protection in front of us.
With 5 successes, the sigil lights up in front of them, and as they touch it, they are bent away from it, screaming in pain, as whatever is there is not immune to death. It experiences some light death as it encounters your death ward. As you blast the area in front, the music even gets a little bit quieter, and everyone can see this is happening, but you're a little saddened by the lessening of the music.
Oh no.
Why is this other Ermengarde taking away the music?
We were enjoying that, Ethyl.
Let the man play. Let the ghost scary soul man play.
The shadows that rippled out from the inside of the ghost shadow scary man playing, they dance around the edges of that ward that you established. And you can see that they move on 4 bent legs. It's hard to make out any discernible features of the shadows, but you can tell that there are at least 3 of them here. As the man is playing, he looks at you in a heartfelt way, hurt.
I shake Hah-nah this time. Just keep trying to shake people back to like themselves.
As you jostle Hah-nah, another resolve plus composure check is afforded. If only you had mind mages.
It's still -2.
And why I shake Hah-nah, I stomp Parallaxes' foot as hard as I can with my heel.
Yeah, Parallax, you can also roll a resolve composure -2.
All right, we'll roll that.
I only have 2 dice on this roll.
Ooh, 3 successes.
With 3 successes, you can tell that something's not right here. Why is Ethyl freaking out? This other Ethyl seems really concerned about this music. You don't share that sentiment, but you do know that something is happening here.
Okay. I go, Ethyl, what is the problem?
Cover your ears. Just cover your ears. Tight.
Yeah, I mean, I would make myself I would make myself deaf, basically. Like it's something I've done before.
Okay. Are you deleting your ears or just removing your ability to hear well?
I'm removing my ability. I'm making myself hard of hearing.
Yeah, that's an easy life spell to do. Just life gnosis. Parallax, did you roll that resolve composure check? 2.
2.
With 2 successes, you are mad at this person who stepped on your foot. You are not mad about the music, but you are kind of interested in the music. What do you want to do?
I'm definitely going to address Ethyl. It's like, why? Ow. What's okay? What did I do to deserve that? You can't blame me for what other Parallaxes have done, okay? I'm sick of being taking the brunt of whatever they do, okay? God.
Cover
I'm
your
sorry.
ears.
Cover my ears.
Cover your ears.
There's more music that begins joining with the violin, and it's so enchanting that before you can cover your ears, Parallax, roll another resolve composure -2.
And can I just cover Mona's ears while I'm having the rest of this conversation?
Yes, you can, but Mona, the sounds begin to drift off as your ears are covered, and you miss them.
I shed one tear. I wanted to listen to that music.
I failed my roll on making myself hard of hearing.
Ooh, then you have to roll another resolve composure check before you can
Oh,
try
no.
it again.
I got 3 on that last one.
Okay, so you do cover your ears, Parallax.
Two.
You just don't really want to. So you can do it, but you're gonna not completely remove your hearing because you're kind of interested to see how the song ends.
Yeah.
And there's all these new voices chiming in. It sounds almost like a haunting choir of singing voices from somewhere in the trees and maybe all around you, coming closer and closer in the Fae.
Can I also cast something to try to destroy the violin, like make it age and decay and fall apart?
Yeah. You look at the violin and you can roll Death Gnosis as you do so. You are a powerful death mage.
Woo! Am I though? I rolled a success with that one.
Yeah, the violin does seem to age a little bit, but he's still playing it even though it's aging. And it kind of got a sad, wistful look on his face as this is happening. And there is a retinue of people coming from behind him. Many of them are wearing what look like masks, but also are their faces. They are dressed in exquisite clothes, and leading them is a woman with red hair,
Oh
dressed in the
no!
finest dress of all. They're kind of pleasedly swaying back and forth to the music, and some of the people in their retinue seem to be where that choir of ghostly voices is coming from. You've got an action, and what do you do with it?
Hah-nah has a trigger of groups of people in masks.
Oh man, it's not good. You should take a beat and roll a resolve composure check. 'Cause there's some people in masks coming.
Resolve composure.
Yep.
Is there a fate type spell I could cast that would make it like change the likelihood that they stumble upon us, that they might miss us in some way or not notice us?
Normally, I would say even with Fate 4, they're in visual sight of you. That wouldn't be possible. But you're here in the Fae. Roll me a Fate Gnosis check.
I got 2 successes.
All right.
And I'll
so
use high speech while I do it. Sorry.
All right, Hannah, you are not freaking out. You are not going into a panic state. You are seeing these figures. They are interesting. They are not quite the same. You're going to be okay. You're reassuring yourself of that. Plus, they have such lovely music. And then the next thing that happens is a swarm, an absolute swarm of birds bursts across the road, breaking the line of sight between the musician and yourselves. The birds are strange. They're many different colors, and all of you snap out of that music.
What? Whoa, what? Why? What?
The birds have 2 heads. The birds have 3 heads. The birds are all different flavors and kinds, and they are just it's not stopping. There's just so many of them. They're just all flying across the road.
Is that door still behind us?
No.
Oh God. Oh God, let's get out of here. Oh God, oh
and-
God.
Now, can I get the group to run in the direction that I thought I heard the ocean before?
Yes.
Okay.
If they want to.
Quickly, this way. I'll explain later. And then take off.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I book it.
Yeah, all right.
There are
definitely still look at that.
strange things along the road in the trees. The trees themselves bend and twist. Mona, you're not looking at any of it?
No, I hate this place. I hate it so much. With my prime sight, do I see any magic?
Just off the road, you do
No.
see a little bit of magic. Just
No.
on the edge of your sight.
Nope. Nope. I hate this place. So upset.
Parallax
This is
Hannah,
worse than being dead.
Oh no.
Yeah, I guess I'm generally looking around, but I know got my sights on Ethyl. I'm following her.
Okay. You're rushing, you're running, following this new Ethyl. Trustworthy Ethyl. Good Ethyl.
Mm.
And the sound of the ocean becomes apparent to all of you. You find yourselves breaking the tree line, and you see that there is a vast ocean beyond. The ocean moves in a strange, silvery way, as if it's made of liquid mercury. The moon reflects eerily upon it. And it does look very similar to the park that you remember. But yet, it's not quite the same. There's something changed about this place. Down at the waterline, strange fish leap through that mercury water, some of them leaping onto the land and walking from it, where they are dancing around silver fires, as the partygoers used to do in the real world. The walking fish don't seem to notice you yet. And you're all a decent ways away on some rocks.
Yeah, you guys, I have tripped this hard before. I don't like it this time. Can I roll a cult to see if I know how to get out of the Fae?
Yes,
Would that be a cult
intelligence.
intelligence? One success.
So you have no idea how to get out of the Fae.
Okay.
You are aware that you are in the Fae.
Yeah.
You're pretty sure that Fae creatures have a way of leaving the Fae. And you're also pretty sure that this is tied to fate magic somehow.
Oh, fate magic. I have fate magic.
You all have fate magic, in fact.
Ooh. Okay, you guys. Let's shift the odds and ask the world what we need, which is to get out of the Fae together.
Does old Ermengarde, did she open that door intentionally, or was she equally surprised that she suddenly came upon everybody?
Well, she was really trying to get home and she was running for her life.
Okay.
And she just happened to get home or to that home.
So I'll explain to everybody that I brought us to the beach. And then other me will interrupt. Be like, yeah, I remember this beach so much. You know, that little thing. And then but I thought that last time I just thought if I concentrated much going home, we would get out and feel we're mostly there. Mona, what were you thinking?
So we can use our fate magic to will like the world what we need and shift the odds that way to get us out of here.
You do all cast a group ritual, a group fate
Yeah.
spell.
Yeah. I can like draw some Atlantean runes in the sand and connect a big circle that we could stand around.
I can draw maybe a doorway into the air. That's eventually what we walk through to get out.
I'm concerned because we are super fated in some interesting ways. And we might not end up in the place that we want to go, but it might be, our destined place.
Mm-hmm.
Are we prepared to leave one dangerous hot mess for another dangerous hot mess?
Honestly, I'd rather be in our own personal world of dangerous hot messes than the Fae's dangerous hot messes.
Okay, good point. And then Hannah goes and finds some Fae sticks and starts, slowly lighting them in a circle around all the sigils and things that you're going, so that they're little burning, smoking piles.
All right. If you are participating in this ritual, roll a fate plus gnosis. And this does take a point of mana, as the other fate spell did for Ermengarde, for everyone except for Parallax, who is totally fine with casting fate spells all the time.
1. But it's too late to roll a willpower.
6.
Oh, and it's +1 for the burning.
Did you say you got 6 successes, Mona?
Yeah, and it cost a mana?
Yeah.
Yep, I got 6
Wow.
successes.
7 successes.
Jeez, I only got 1. I'm actually the fate person.
Oh man.
So Mona
I
and
really want to get out. I'm very motivated.
Mona and the second Ermengarde join hands, and as you do, you each experience the other's worldview for a moment. And for both of you, the world seems to be made out of gears, but the gears are like made out of balloons. They're funny party animal gears. These animals here are turning and twisting, and you can see that through the turning and twisting, down there on the beach, there is a path over the water. You could walk right along the surface of the sea and out to where you see that there is a shimmering blankness. It's like the edge of the storybook.
Yeah, younger Ermengarde looks at that and looks at Mona and Parallax and kind of smiles a little bit and goes, "It's like when I met you." Pointing at the kind of path into the water. All right, off do we go?
You'll have to walk past the fish people who are dropping onto their legs and then turning those into fins, then flying out into the water.
Can anyone make us invisible?
Yes.
Can we cast another spell while maintaining this spell?
You can. You can hold spells equal to your gnosis.
Okay. Can I also try to age and deteriorate the fish people?
You want to kill all those beautiful fish people down there? Yes, you can.
We could just
Everyone-
like walk by them. They're not
Do you want to
vicious.
engage?
Huh?
We're gonna fight a bunch of fish people now. That's gonna aggravate them for sure.
All right, we'll kill the
on your
fish
first
people.
shot.
Yeah, I think like let them do their thing. Can we like walk around them?
You can walk through their midst, but they're pretty much all over the beach by where the path begins.
Can I just so like I can control. Can I control where the light bends? So instead of turning us invisible, I'd like to control where the light is bending so that they don't see us.
We call that unvisible. So, yes, you may. It is going to perhaps provoke paradox as you overextend here.
Oh, I know. We can just jump right over them, right?
You could.
Yeah.
You could with your forces.
Yeah. I'm going to change the gravity here. So when I jump, I go high and land on the other end.
You are right now on top of some sandy dunes, and it would be a good 40-foot drop if you just leapt all the way to the sand. And while gravity here would be changed, it would not be changed over the entire area. You're not sure how solid the ocean is there.
Okay, new plan. I know there's a way to do this. Can I make the weather turn rainy and so their party ends? Because the bonfire will be put out by the rain?
You can make the weather turn rainy.
I will try that.
Okay, roll control weather as you pull in a storm over the beach.
I'm rerolling 9s.
That's true because you're on a field trip with Parallax.
3 successes.
All right, the clouds move in and it becomes gray. It starts to rain down onto the fire. But as the water hits the silver flames, they don't extinguish. The fish revel in the rain, splashing around.
I make it stop raining. I make it sunny.
Well, it can't be sunny because it's nighttime here. But
Man.
I could turn us into birds. We could fly over. It can be fun to be an animal sometimes.
Well, you
I'm
could make
not-
us look
not
like one of
ready to-
those fish people, and then we could just dance right through. That's a bad
Ever
idea.
since the worm incident, I don't know if I care for that idea. And I wasn't entirely super thrilled with this idea, but could just, portal us out of here somewhere else. Not necessarily better than our current situation, though.
Ooh. What if I turned the rain into freezing rain?
ooh, do you want to do it? Do you want to
Yeah.
freeze all the rain? Roll another forces plus gnosis check.
But what if it freezes us?
It's only raining on them. I made a very localized storm.
No.
I'm rolling so well. I'm I'm rolling so well. I'm already up to like 7. I'm just gonna stop.
No, keep rolling. Tell me how many.
Okay. 8.
With 8 successes, suddenly there are massive golf ball sized hailstones that are impacting the fish people who scream with like another one gets pelted in the head and silver blood leaks from its head. It flops on the ground and it starts flopping towards the ocean as they all try to get into the water before they are all hit by this icy hail. The hail is coming harder and harder. Several of the fish people are just being pummeled and flattened by the hail.
No, I'm sorry. I meant for it to snow.
The you trying to like ease off, and it starts snowing. Just a light dusting on top of the badly pummeled fish people.
Thank God. I'm gonna like run up to the fish people and apologize.
Oh, you're gonna run down the beach towards the fish people, you say?
No, I'm not.
So is you no?
No.
No?
No.
Mona starts and Ethyl just reaches out and like grabs his shirt, like, nope.
I hate this world. I hate this world. I hate this world. Get me out of here.
There's snow falling on the fish people who are still writhing in pain. They've already been bludgeoned. The other fish people are not coming back out. And it seems to be getting grayer and colder for all of you here. The snow is falling around you now, too.
I think it's time we walk across this ocean.
So all of you are going to walk out to where the fish people were partying by the silver flames?
This path is like the flames are in the way of this path.
They're very near to it, yes.
Can we go around it?
No. You have to go through where they were partying. It's pretty close to several of the silver flames.
Can I see if I can control this flame, even though it's silver? I attempt to control the flame.
What do you want the flame to do?
Get smaller.
Okay.
And I'm using my wrench and high speech, so that's +3.
Yep.
3 successes.
The flame it reduces, it gets smaller and smaller. It doesn't go out, but it's very tiny. There are 4 flames here on the beach, and the one closest to you is now small.
Okay. And we're only going to pass through like close to one of them to get through?
They're about, distance is hard to tell here, but they're fairly close to one another.
Okay, I'm going to attempt to do it for all 4 of them.
With an overreach, or do you want to do them one at a time? You won't be able to do all of them at once without overreaching.
One at a time, just like as we're approaching.
Okay. So as you approach each one, roll 3 more times. So you're keeping the fire down.
Four.
All right, yeah. And as the team walks past, you release the spell. The other fire goes back up. You're now walking through the snow, through the flailing fishmen, and towards the ocean.
And another 4.
The 4 on the second roll brings the third fire down. Sorry, the 4 brings the third fire down. And now you're almost at the ocean, pretty much there.
Is there one more?
There is, and you can see that from the snow-covered waters, little fish heads are poking up to look at you. You're very close to them. And to the injured fish people lying on the ground.
And since the things in the Fae are spirits, basically, like they are embodied spirits, can I figure out what kind of spirits these fish people are?
Yes.
Cool. I did not think about that until now. Two.
With 2 successes, you want to know what type of spirit it is?
Yes. I guess it's type and it's Bane.
So these spirits are spirits of the life cycle. They are spirits of not just life itself, but they're spirits of revelry in life. And you sense that the bane of these fish spirits is fishermen and the tools of fishermen.
Guys, these guys are all about the life cycle, but they hate fishermen. Do you have any? Is there anything we can do with fishing rods?
You've moved away from the trees, so you can't even get a stick to use as a fishing rod.
We can have string.
Is the goal just to scare them with the fishing rods?
Well, see, the thing about the life cycle is that big fish eat little fish in the cycle. And I don't know if these guys are the big fish or the little fish, or if we're the little fish. And
they are smaller than you. These fish people. Up close to there.
Make yourself into like a giant whale or something that eats little fish.
I could be a giant fish.
Yeah, but don't be a whale, because whale can't really eat anything that big besides krill.
But sharks could eat little fish.
Yeah.
Not a fisherman, though. They might be totally okay with me eating all of them. I don't really want to eat them.
You're standing at the edge of the ocean as it laps up into the frozen snow, and the snow rains all around you. And from back where you came from, you can hear faint music.
No.
Can I kind of like freeze over the top of the water around us as we're traveling across the ocean?
Yeah, do you want to walk across the Mercury Sea?
Yeah, I think I want to like ice the top in a bubble around us as we're walking through, so nothing can like jump out on the sides at us.
Yeah, you can roll. It's going to be hard to do, so it might take some time, but it's forces plus gnosis.
This isn't water. This is mercury, right?
Hard to tell without trying some.
No, I'm good. So shark would be a bad option anyway.
With 3 successes, yeah, it's just too hard to freeze. Like you can freeze it a little bit, but it's moving and the ice breaks. The ice is gray when it forms, like a complete gray. Also, the 2 of you who rolled those exceptional successes on the fate escape check know that you can just walk across the surface of this water if you would like.
Let's do it. When you said there's a path, is there like a dock?
No dock. It's just straight out into the ocean.
Oh.
Okay. Before we step onto the water, I'm going to put a spirit shield around all of us.
That'll be overreach to put it around all of you.
Let me see what I've got in my pockets.
An older Ethyl extend the death shield to include Hah-nah and Parallax?
Yes, it'll require rolling again, and it'll be at a -4 penalty.
-4 penalty. If I fail it, do I lose the shield that was on the three of us?
No. You
Okay.
can maintain both at your level of mastery.
Okay, so I use my survival knife, and I just draw a big circle around all of us, like it's going to be one big shield. And I use high speech.
2. Yes, that's enough.
Some old like fisherman's protection prayer, which I don't know, but Hannah would.
Yeah, you could roll a survival plus intelligence check to know one.
One.
You're pretty sure that there's something to do with thanking the sun, but you're not entirely sure. You want to make up a fisherman's prayer?
And the seas become, and all of our fishing hooks be sharp. I just draw a circle around all of us.
Tell me when you set off into the surface of the water.
I had 2 successes. Right.
Paradox does not occur.
Right.
Who's going first?
I'll go first.
None
I'll
of
go
you-
first.
You step onto the water, and it holds your weight, though it shifts slightly.
Excellent. I keep my head down and I go in that direction. Want to get out of here as fast as possible.
Okay. Who
Okay.
follows next? Hannah goes after.
Younger Ethyl will follow Hannah, and older Ethyl will go intentionally last.
Okay.
I guess I'll go second to last then. I'll give like older Ethel a look and be like, yeah, you want to guys she'll like being up. I'm like, all right.
Oh dear. You know what I just realized?
What?
Finnegan. He's back in the house with all those mages.
We didn't take
no.
Finnegan.
Oh. Oh no. Is he
Well-
gonna be okay? They won't kill him. They
The
won't kill him.
5 of you walk across the Mercury Sea. Is anyone looking to your left and right, or are you all focused straight ahead?
Straight ahead. This is reminding me very much of like taking paths, yellow brick roads, all the spirit walking. You just go straight.
You're walking across the surface of the ocean, and there's something moving on your left and right sides. Massive things moving just below, but you're not looking at it, right? No one's looking to see what's on your left and right.
I feel, as much as I want us to be good, I feel like younger Ethel would look.
Okay. As younger Ethyl, right?
And older Ethel's a parallax away. She can't stop him.
Younger Ethyl, you see what's on either side. It's whales. There's a big old whale on either side, like a humpback whale. But one of them is dead.
Oh.
It's swimming. It's moving. Its eyes are rotted. Its flesh wearing away. The other whale on your left, completely alive.
Caity, does a dead humpback whale sound familiar?
Yeah, there were definitely pods of dead whales 5 years ago.
Yeah. That's
I don't like this.
Yeah. Ermengarde will just go, whales. There's dead and living whales.
Looking at the whales.
Don't look at them.
She's
Don't look.
like, can I look away or am I now transfixed by the whales? Okay.
You could look away if you want to.
If Mona tells me to not look at the whales, I'll look away from the whales.
Okay.
I really want to look at the whales.
Out here, a fog begins to set in, and it's a thick fog. It's the kind of fog where you can't even see 2 feet in front of you.
All right,
It's thick.
everyone, put your hand on the person's shoulder in front of you. And I'm going to, I can control this. I'm going to control the temperature in front of me. So as I'm walking forward, it's getting I don't know how to control fog. Getting either warm enough or cold enough for it to like disperse.
You try to first make it warm, and then you try to make it cold, but the fog keeps rolling in around you. You're trying to control weather, but the fog here seems everywhere, ever present. Do you continue to walk forward as you're doing this?
Yeah, the path is still in front of us.
As far as you can tell, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just going to keep going.
All right. So, as you keep walking, there becomes a moment, and anyone have a mage sight up?
Prime.
Spirit sight on all the time. I guess Anna's life's on all the time. I think it's spirit on it's all the time.
Okay. You can tell that this fog is a spirit with spirit sight on all the time. And Victoria, what'd you say?
Death.
Death. There's no real death here. But suddenly, all 5 of you drop into the ocean. You fall, splashing into salty sea water, and the fog begins to lessen as you resurface. Does anyone not have dots in athletics? You have no dots in athletics?
You horseback rode. I thought you rode horses.
Supposed to be good at it.
Gonna be a strength check to swim here.
At least it's salt water and not mercury. I think we did it, you guys.
How does a strength check work?
So just roll a die for your strength, however many dots in strength you have.
The one that comes pre-darkened. Oh, I rolled a 2 on it.
Want to roll for the other Ethyl as well?
All right, this is older Ethyl. Older Ethyl rolled a 6. It's only
You're
10
both
hours older.
Drowning.
Can I see if I noticed that Ethel was trying?
Well, you all notice that you've fallen into the ocean. The waves aren't particularly violent right now, so you can kind of all see each other, and you can see for a moment that the Ethyls are flailing in the water, making quite a bit of ruckus. Their heads are not staying above the water.
It's okay, just swim. You're okay, just swim.
Okay, I'm gonna swim over. It's pretty athletic. Swim over and try and help the younger Ethel.
Yeah, roll a strength plus athletics check to help younger Ethyl stay afloat.
It's not fun.
While she'll do that, I'll get older Ethel because she's right behind me.
Okay, strength athletics then.
I'm just confused. I think everyone knows how to swim.
With 2 successes, you are there, but now both of you are kind of having a hard time. Neither of you are drowning, but you are not successfully swimming. You are just kind of like flailing about in the water. It's enough for the younger Ermengarde to get some air in her lungs, though.
Okay. Hannah's gonna look and see where the closest land is.
You can see there are some steep cliffs in one direction. And in the other direction, you can see what looks like a wooded coastline.
Okay, is the coastline close?
They're both pretty far away.
Okay. I'm going to let go of Ethyl, submerge underwater, and then give Ethyl gills.
Ethyl, you've never had gills before. Parallax, how'd you do at saving older Ermengarde?
I got 4 successes.
Oh wow, with 4 successes, you like get up underneath older Ermengarde, and you two are both swimming okay right now. Do you want to start moving towards the land?
Mona, what are you doing?
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna swim towards the woods because the cliffs don't look as easy to get up onto.
Yeah, if Ethyl can't swim, Ethyl probably can't climb either.
Yeah, I'm doing the
Yes.
backstroke.
Yeah, we'll do that towards the forest line.
All right, everyone who is swimming towards the forest line, roll a stamina plus athletics check. And that includes, of course, the Ethyls.
Ooh. I got nothing higher than a 3.
Just 1 for me.
Oh man, you are all kind of not making any progress as the ocean pulls you back out every time you swim in. But do you say you got a success there?
Both Ethyls got 1.
Wow. All right. So you are able to kind of swim, and the Ethyl who has gills is able to like understand that you have gills now. You've got gills on the side of your neck, and you can, as long as you are moving underwater, breathe underwater.
So I have a forces spell that makes me able to swim better.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to cast that.
Yep. Do it.
When Hannah starts struggling, they give themselves some webbed hands and feet. Like, this is ridiculous.
Yeah, that'll give you a bonus on your next check, assuming that you successfully cast the spell.
Oh, yes. 4 successes.
With 5 successes, Mona, you can easily part through the water. The friction is just gone. It's effortless to you now. You're like a speedboat. Do you want to go out ahead of the party?
I think I'll like help whoever looks to be struggling.
Okay, they're all struggling.
Yeah.
Anyone who wants to can roll another stamina plus athletics check. And for Gills and Webby, it's +2.
Me included?
Levy.
Yeah, you should roll another stamina plus athletics check as well. You can easily part through the water, but I want to know how you're doing at swimming. Yeah. So, oh wow. So yeah, everyone's swimming towards shore except for Parallax, and everyone can roll Wits Composure besides for Parallax to see if you notice that Parallax isn't with you.
2.
Yeah, you notice that Parallax
2.
isn't with you.
I'll go help Parallax.
Okay. The two of
Or
you should
call.
roll another stamina plus athletics check. And you've been out here for a while. You're kind of getting tired. Except for
0.
Mona. 0. You can't really help Parallax. You're not able to help him with your swimming.
Can I cast the spell on him?
Yes, you can. You got 2 successes. Ethyl, did you get any successes on that Wits Composure?
2 on the Wits Composure. And then on the second swimming, younger Ethyl got 2, but older Ethyl got 0.
So younger Ethyl has pretty much made it to shore. And you notice something here. Those cliffs are your family's cliffs. That is where the party happened.
Oh no.
If you swim to the right, you could go home.
We're
Or
leaving somewhere safe.
you could swim towards the left and go into those woods.
Into the woods.
Into the woods. Into the woods to grandmother's house.
And home before dark. Only not.
So everyone besides for the younger Ethyl, who has pretty much made it to shore by this point, give me another stamina plus athletics check.
I rolled a 7 to help Parallax with the swimming.
Oh, nice. Well, so he still needs to swim, but it'll be effortless for him now to move very fast.
So that's nice. I failed again. I got no successes the second time.
So you start getting water in your lungs. You want to give me a stamina plus resolve check there, Trevor? Are you eating a heart, Caity?
Yeah, what shape is that lollipop? Yeah.
All right. This time I did a little better. I got 3 successes.
All right, with 3 successes, you are still swimming, but you still need to make another stamina plus athletics check and get some successes to swim out of this water. What about older Ethyl? Has older Ethyl gotten any more successes? 2? Yeah, that's enough to pretty much make it to shore, where just the 2 Ethyls are now at shore.
All right, my second roll, I got 2 this time.
With 2 successes and Mona's Force's spell, you are cutting through the water. You're like a speedboat, just whoosh, 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 whoosh.
No big deal. Yeah.
So, the place where you just so happened to be fated to come out is the place where episode 1 has begun. There are some small rocks here, and there's some twisted trees. You recognize this area as being, both Ermengardes, of course, recognize this area as being where you first encountered that woman, Blanche Fleur. If you go through their family lands, which are supposed to be inaccessible, no one's supposed to be able to get to their family lands, then you would be able to reach the road where you found Hah-nah. It's all come full circle.
Didn't you have tea? Weren't you supposed to have tea with Madame
Yeah, I
Fleur
was just about to
anyway?
ask, what day of the week is it? Is it Sunday finally?
Would have been worked out.
Interestingly, you aren't sure because you've been in the Fae.
Yeah, let's
I
just say
do.
we're here for tea.
I'm going to say, can I do an improvised time spell to try to figure out when we are at, if possible?
Yes, you
I'm
can.
going to roll for that.
So just before the other 3 reach the beach, are the Ermengardes saying anything to each other?
No, I think they're just silently staring at each other for 1 second. They're kind of collectively overwhelmed.
And then the 3 others swim up.
I rolled 7 successes on that time check.
So, time has passed quite rapidly here, and you can tell that the time is 4 days later. You have, in fact, missed your tea.
Oh no.
No. So by 4 days later, it's like
Also,
what?
that means that
Monday
you've been
now?
gone for 4 days in the Fae. And everybody gets a beat because when you experience magic in the Fae, you get beats. I think that also everyone gets a beat for encountering this time displaced Ermengarde, including time displaced Ermengarde. Everyone gets another beat for doing wizard fight, and another beat for surviving violinist. Yep, you learned a lot today. Don't go to the Fae.
Yeah.
Or go to the Fae if you want to
Go-
level up.
Go to the Fae if you want to level up, particularly if you're a Fate Mage. Things just work out there.
Hmm.
Has anyone pursued any of their obsessions?
So actually, one of mine was to see Fleur Blanche. So now that I failed that, what happens now?
Well,
Actually, sorry, it wasn't an obsession; it's an aspiration, but still.
yeah, well, you can still see Fleur Blanche, but you could also switch that out if you'd like to switch it for another one. You won't get a beat though.
No, I'm gonna keep it. Definitely, now that we're really close, it makes I'll just come by and like, I'm so sorry, kind of thing. But are we allowed to use some of our experience points now?
How many experience points do you have?
Well, I have a let's see, with all those beats I just got, I actually have 5 and change.
Ooh, that would be
So-
enough to do something dramatic.
Yeah, like I want to increase my gnosis to 5. Yeah.
Yes, you can. You've just ventured through the Fae. Your soul has become enriched by it.
Excellent. Next stop is time 5. It's happening.
No.
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 Mm-mm. Did remembering that I have encountered dead whales before go towards my aspiration of remembering who I was?
Yes, it did. Take a beat for that.
Now I have 5 experience points to spend.
Do you also want to pump up your gnosis?
I can pump it up to 4.
It's pretty good.
Is that still 5 experience points to do
Yep.
that?
Yeah, it's different in second edition compared to first edition.
Yeah, it's easier.
Easier when you get up higher, it's true.
Cool.
But yeah, so this is going great. What an exciting session that I had no idea what was going to happen. Sometimes the players just go to the Fae and you ab-lib an entire session. That's the way it goes.
You didn't think we would escape through the Fae?
I mean, no.
It would have been easier just if I tattooed guy. Just
Yeah, or you could have talked with them.
He kicked down the door.
No, he wanted to attack me.
Yeah, he was
did
here to
not like
murder
me.
you.
He sure
Yeah.
did want to attack you. It's true.
Yeah, no, it was not gonna be good. I'd rather just. He also he already died and he got brought back. I wasn't dealing with that. That would have been a problem.
I can't believe we forgot Brother Finnegan.
I mean, I don't think they'll kill him because he's part of their own like group. He's part of the adamantium arrows, so I don't think they'll kill him. I think he's
I
fine.
use him to get to Parallax, though.
Oh, totally. They might even like hold him captive. I'll have to talk to Jane about it.
Yeah, it might just work too.
Yeah.
And that was 4 days ago now,
Yeah.
Yeah.
which means that those assassins have been looking for Parallax for 4 days.
Yeah.
Off the grid.
Off the
No one
grid.
knows where we are.
Field trip to the Fae.
Worth it.
Ah, man, I'm glad we got out. That gave Mona the heebie-jeebies.
Yeah, I did not.
Oh, one thing that I totally forgot is that in the Fae, your oaths appear as chains binding you to Parallax.
Oh, that's cool.
Mm.
But also not.
Hmm.
But yeah, so we'll see what happens next time Maybe you'll go have that belated tea.